Now, the Nigerian stock market rebounded by 0.04% Wednesday following renewed buying interest in banking equities such as Unity Bank, Zenith Bank, and JT, and others, according to data that the all-share index grew by 15.88 points to 43,477.48 points from the previous day. The market capitalization increased by 9 billion to close at 23.68 trillion naira against the previous trading session. A total of 133.4 million units of shares worth about 1.8 billion were traded in about 3,000 deals yesterday. So let's get talking now. Mr. Bidemi Guntuashi, head operations trader at Park Securities Limited, joins us now via the telephone. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you. Talk to us about yesterday's trading session. The market rebounded by 0.04% at the close of Wednesday's trading session. So what do you think brought about this positive sentiment to back to market on Wednesday?
Okay. Well, thank you for having me. Yesterday, during this period, that the activity level has been a bit static because of the sensitivity of the period that we are in. So, but this is also a period when you have most of the banking stock releasing their 9 months of Q3 results. So, and most of the results that have been released so far have been so good. At least we have seen increasing some of their earnings, some of their profits after tax, and various variables that we.
Okay, just a moment. Let's quickly take a breather. We'll return to start from that point, please. Stay with us. Just hang on. We'll be back in a moment. Now, Mr. Bidemi Guntuashi joins us back now. Thank you for your time. Now, I need you to kick off from where you stopped before we went on break.
Okay. So I was saying that so far, most of the banking stocks that have released their 9-month results, the result has been very, very good. At least we have seen the increase in the numbers. And when you have increase in the number, those are the things that, be of interest to upcoming investors. And I know that for now, people might be looking at the price of some of those stocks, but what the investors need to look at is an opportunity for them to average down. In other words, if you have bought at a higher price and now the stock is trading, pretty below their expected price, it's an opportunity for you to average down. And then, if the prices, as the prices are coming down, the yield for some of those stocks is going up. So those are things that the investor needs to look at.
How well do you think some of the numbers released into the market, the third quarter result for these companies listed, how well are investors, responding to them?
Well, you can see from yesterday's market, even though the gain is small, 0.04, at least you can see the buying interest in some Zenith Bank, GT, and few other banks too. So when you see the prices of the good stock, when you see a company coming out with good results like this, investor will react positively to it by taking position in some of those stocks.
We saw that banking stocks was the bride of Wednesday, perhaps the delight of most investors. The banking stock, I do know that any day, anytime, according to some analysts and investors, it's a good buy. But again, it looks like in recent time, we've not been having much rally, or will I say positive sentiment in some of the numbers being released into the market. Talk to us more about that. Is that the case here?
Well, the market doesn't operate in isolation. You have to look at the entire economy, the electioneering campaign, and all other things that surround the country as a whole. you know that anything you see CBN bringing the attention to critical areas, some of the risk factors for them. So, and each of the operators in that line, they work with, serious concern about from the regulatory authority. So that's why you see that. And another thing is that banking stock is very liquid. There are some stock that if you have many of it and you bring them to the market, you may not be able to sell it. It's not like that for banking sector. Any day you bring it in volume, and that's why you see that banking stock always future.
So what you're saying is that investors can never be wrong with your portfolio investment in that sector. That's what you're saying. Now,
taking position in banking stock, you can never be wrong, because so far you know that many of them have consistent dividend payment. The likes of Zenith, the likes of GT, their dividend payments can never, they have never reduced their dividend payment, and that's why I was saying the other time that as the stock price is trading below, very low, the dividend yield is going up. So those are the things that you need to look at.
Now, let's look at the outlook for today before I let you go. What should we expect at the end of today? Now that we're beginning to see a positive sentiment, return to the market.
Yeah, at the moment, you know that ESL has been adjusted, and if you can see it now, it's already showing green. Some investors will feel like, it's an opportunity for them to come in, and then if you have more demand than supply, obviously it's going to close in the positive side. So that's the activities for now. And you recall this week, I think on Tuesday too, NSE did a reclassification of some stock. That's the NACO and the Presco. NACO was moved on Tuesday from a small cap to medium cap. Also, Presco was moved from medium cap to high cap. So we believe that the good days still coming in this market. So investors do not have to lose their entire confidence. What they need to do is to trade cautiously and then have a long-term view for the market.
Okay, I think we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much, Mr. Abidemi Oguntunwashi. He's Head Operations Park Securities Limited. Thank you for your time on the program.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. You've been watching Business Breakfast coming to you live from our studios in Lagos here. Still to come after the break, our focus is turned to the ongoing conference of parties going on in Egypt, looking at the climate change and energy financing. Well, that's our next talking point, and we'll look at the opportunities in it for Nigeria. Please stay with us.